This is Josiah Plays Sunless Sea. So I'm back, and we're about to leave Hunter's Keep here. Anonymous just showed up in my chat. Hey, Anonymous, good to see you. Witnessed. Witnessed! Was that like a Mad Max Fury Road reference? Witness me! Or... Alright, let's go. Let's turn the light off. I ain't trying to waste fuel. Speed it up. I wonder if I should just go back to London right now and turn in that thing and get more. That's probably a waste of fuel to keep going back to London after every single. Here's Low Barnet. Discovered. So this is my map so far. That's showing the lights, I guess. That shows that there's a port there, and there's the port of London, so. Kind of gonna go up along the coastline here, not get too far away from. So we're just going out for a little bit of an exploration. Dust, echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. Oh good, the tomb colonies. Yeah, I can drop off my tomb colony prisoner, not prisoner, but colonist guy. The further you go tends to be the most dangerous and profitable, says Misergeist. Yeah, well that would make sense. Oh, look at this. The air trembles, a breath of change passes. It looks like we're finding there's like some ziggurats and stuff up here. The tomb colonies, as far as I can tell, is some kind of like undead nation or something. So let's find out where the port is up here. Hopefully, we'll find the port. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you'll gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain's skills by talking to officers or for some key stories. Discovered Carissa's Point. Did I just get a secret? Nope, not yet. Carissa's Point. Okay. Fed the crew. Kind of going through the supplies. There, I just got a secret, didn't I? Discovered Horniman's Stag. I did just gain a secret. There's the port right there, that little circle. Okay, here we are. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying immigrant north. Now what? An absent friend.
It is everything I imagined,
he tells you breathlessly.
but there's something missing. Someone missing. Please bring her to me.
A vague commission.
She went off to the Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London, but Venderbite is just as safe as the college, and I'll wager she's bored of mud by now.
Look for the shady sort in the Mangrove College, somewhere in the south of the Unterzee. Alright, so he gave me a little quest of sorts. Anonymous asks what bitrate I'm casting in. It's a good question. It's the same bitrate I always cast in. I think it's 2700. Let me just check real quick. Let me see. 2800. That's the same one I always use. Why, are you getting a lot of buffering or something? If you die and fall in London, they come here instead. Provide what you have promised. The tomb colonists of Venderbite have few pleasures remaining. Their new home is an echoing palace of rare dust. Perhaps you can help a little. Reassure the shady sort. I don't have the shady sort yet. Tell the shady sort the truth. I can't do those because I don't have the shady sort. On deck, you hear the sound that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Well, that sounds like a lovely place. Let's see, I could have a dusty glass of wine, but I can't because I don't have enough terror. I could explore Vendor Bite. Let's do that. Here, they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. An attack. Really? You round a darkened corridor and start down a broad boulevard lined with grimacing statues. There is a fluttering movement above, and a cloud of frost moths swoops down upon you. You beat them off with your walking stick. They are determined, and the largest are the size of Z-bats, but they are fragile. At last they retreat, leaving 3 of their number melting into water on the pavement. Their wings are marked with patterns that resemble letters. You peer at them, but the script is already dissolving. It's pretty cool. That's all for now. I gained 5 fragments. I gained 1 terror. Oh. That was a little bit scary, I guess. Anonymous, you always get buffering on my stream, but not on any others? Really? That's weird, because, I mean, I know that lots of other people stream at bit rates around this same amount. I could consider lowering my bitrate a little bit. Although it already feels so low. I used to record all my videos for YouTube, just record them. I didn't stream on Twitch at all. So I recorded at like enormously high bitrate and the quality was really, really good. And then when I started streaming on Twitch, I had to record at this extremely low bitrate in order, because you can't stream at like, you know, 100,000 bitrate or something, because nobody would have the internet to, but so then the quality is like way worse than it used to be on my videos. So I hate lowering it anymore. But then again, I also don't want a bunch of people buffering and stuff. I don't know how many people, you know, come to my stream and have buffering and just don't even say anything about it, you know? Alright, so we explored Vendor Bite. Visit the first curator. Z-Captains, the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. Okay.
No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths.
He opens the door, and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. I can listen to a whispered request. I can ask about the Grand Sanatorium. I can accept the commission, or I can depart for now. You say, yeah, it's supposed to handle 3K plus, but my ISP is a bundle of dicks. Is your ISP Comcast? Because I used to have them, and they were such a bundle of dicks. They were like multiple bundles of dicks formed into a bundle of dick pyramid. The worst ISP ever. Those guys were useless. If things went wrong all the time, and their customer service did like jack to help you. Alright, let's listen to a whispered request. So this is the bundled shape, bandage shape no larger than a child that's talking to us.
"Gee, Captain, Silkskin, not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors, 7 colors. Pay well."
7 colors?
Cosmogon, Irigo, Pelegin. Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea.
You know someone who works at Time Warner as a customer support agent? I'm surprised he hasn't killed himself. Out of shame. Okay. I guess I will now accept the commission.
Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colors.
He wants me to bring him colors. 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 No, this isn't that. Unlocked with no more than 0 times the Neath bow. No more words. It collapses, rustling, back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods.
"The book? Yes, the book."
He hands you a slim, illustrated volume.
"The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor."
I now have one of this. A page from the Neath bow. Pelegin, Irigo, Virik, Violent, Apocyan. The Neath bow. Gant, Cosmogon. Alright, hold up. So... Ooh, a secret. The root of all good. Got some fragments. The Neath bow is a book for children. 1 page is devoted to each of the colors of the Neath, which are not found on the surface. Return to the curator with each of the 7 impossible colors in hand. The book's pages give you clues, but you'll need to seek far ports. Page for... Apocyan. Apocyan? Apocyan. A wakes Apocyan, the blue of memory and brightest coral. C lights Cosmogon, the color of remembered suns, the fecund, the fetid, the fungal. These flourish in the glow of Cosmogon. G is lost in Gant, which remains when all other colors are eaten. Gant can be found where shadows are myriad. I is for Irigo. No one remembers why. Irigo colors the forgotten corners of home. P drowns in Pelegin, the color of the deepest Z. Someone has scrawled in the margin, "Beyond the gate there is a sea more sunless." V marks Violent, when blood is shed in a spired place. Violent ink is employed for the most desperate treaties. Behind your mirror, V names Virik, the color of shallow sleep. So, at this point, none of those hints really tell me anything about where to find these things, but maybe they will be useful later on. We go back to the first curator. This is I can retrieve my reward if I actually get all of these colors. But I wanted to ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbite. A long, low chuckling.
"Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know."
The chuckling becomes a cough.
"We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z, so we needed something else, somewhere to end."
And that's apparently what the Grand Sanatorium is, I guess. Okay. The obsequious steward bows obsequiously. Makes sense. The flickering lights of Venderbite seem bright after the curator's lair. I think I'm done here. At Venderbite. Oh wait, I could gather gossip. Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? Along the coasts of the Unterzee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home, or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Oh, I got a port report for this place. That's awesome. They have letters. Maybe you can spell or something. Yeah, maybe. I could spell. I'm not coming up with any words right off the top of my head that I can make with these letters. Given enough time, maybe I could. The two V's make it kind of difficult. Okay, so I think we're done here in Vendor Bite. Let's, Oh, wait a minute. Is there a shop here? They have a shipyard with a ship that I can't begin to afford. So that's interesting. But what about shops? Okay, they do have some stuff for sale. The Arcade of Sighs. Here the solemn bandaged merchants of the colonies trade old coins for brighter things. Fuel and supplies are more expensive here than they were in London. They'd buy Foxfire candles. Oh, those were for sale in London. I don't remember how much they cost, though. They would also buy mushroom wine from me. The Hollow Temple. The image of a long-snouted reptile god still stands in the temple, but now storytellers gather here. I could sell memories of distant shores, but I don't want to. I could sell recent news, but I don't want to. Vision of the Surface. I haven't gotten any of those, or Monstrous Almanacs. Those are worth a lot. Wow. The Charnel Lounge. Do you have tomb colonists? Drop them off here for payment. So I could maybe bring more tomb colonists up here and get paid for them. But it looks like there's nothing really... There's no trade goods to buy here. And I don't have any of this stuff to sell, so... And I'm not going to buy fuel and supplies for these inflated prices. So I'm done here. As I've said before, but this time it's true. Alright, where do I want to go? Maybe I should sort of work my way back through here. Clear this kind of dark area here and maybe work my way back toward London itself. Or maybe I should keep going up the coast a little bit more. I still have quite a bit of... Let's turn the lights off. I'll go up the coast a little bit more. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I haven't been doing? I haven't used my bat. Send the Z-Bat out. There are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. Alright, well thanks a lot, Z-Bat. Thanks for nothing. Don't need to be too close to the coast, just need to kind of keep it in sight. I'm nervous about getting too far away from London at this point, because I don't want to... You know what else I haven't done in a while? I haven't saved. It says Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it and it puffs to vapor. Your crew huddles close to the warmth of pipe and funnel. How come save game is no longer an option? It let me save the game before. The hell? That's super weird. Maybe because I'm moving? Alright, now I'm stopped. Now it still won't let me save. Why would it randomly stop letting me save? Do I have to be in port to save? Oh, the air trembles, a breath of change passes. Fed the crew. Something awaits you in port. Maybe I have to be in port to save. Oh, what is that? What the fuck is that thing? Whatever it is, I don't want to mess with it. Looks dangerous. It shouldn't see me way over here, though, right? Even though I'm this totally lit area. I don't know how far that thing can see. I don't even know what that thing is. I clicked on it and a tutorial came up. Combat. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prow light. Deck gun will be highlighted as your crew make progress towards a firing solution. No, I ain't fighting that thing. It's a lifeberg. It has 400 health. Fuck a bunch of that. Lifeberg. Oh, it's like a living iceberg. That's cool. There's Censor's Arch. I don't know if I can sail under that arch. I mean, you would think so. If this is indeed an arch, you would think you could sail under it, but I don't want to just crash into it. You know. Censor's Arch. I'm getting up here toward the corner. That's probably a dangerous place to be. I think I have to be... Oh, there's a port, though. Codex is close by to the northeast. And now I've marked it. Cool, let's go. This ship is just, super quick, isn't it? saying, whoa, slow down with this crazy runaway ship. Codex, an Isle of Answers. The Isle of Codex. Hold on. Before I fuck around with anything, now I'm gonna save. Alright. The Isle of Codex. Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. This is cool. Oh, so they've got a crazy-looking arcane symbol of some sort. I could acquire a doomed monster hunter, but I'd need to have a searing enigma first, whatever that is. Compile a port report. No one will speak. This is a challenge. Silently forthright. The exiles see many come. Fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar. The meaning's unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. But I got a port report. No available officers. They do have a shop. They have the harbor provisioner, scattered stalls on the dockside. A sluggish and hostile merchant squints warily. A few goods of indifferent quality are available. So again, they have fuel and supplies, but at a higher price than you would pay in London. And it doesn't look like they will buy anything or sell anything else. And there's nothing else I can do here. Once I get a searing enigma, though, I'll come back and get me a doomed monster hunter, I guess. It says blue lightnings crawl leisurely up the funnel. St. Erasmus dancing! The cry goes up. Whatever that means. Alright. I should probably head back soon. I hope I can go under this arch. I'm proceeding under the assumption that I can go under this arch. Ooh, there's another port over here. What place is this? Whither? Whither shall I go? A chilly city beside a waste of salt. Discovered Andergard Harbor. Okay, cool. Before we do anything here, I'm also going to save. Okay, Wither. Behind the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. I can explore the town, I can gather intelligence, I can do shore leave, which requires a lot of echoes. Well, let's gather intelligence first. Hold on. Oh, here you can buy fuel, but you have to buy it with Z stories. Strange truths are told of the waves and what lies beneath. The lies even stranger. Mutter salt. You buy with Z stories as well. Purveyors of white coke and mutter salt. Payment in stories. Where are questions born? The Hunter's Cage. A sign reads, "Bones, please." The proprietor will sell you beast meat for stories or buy your ivory. So, use Tales of Terror to get this ivory. Extraordinary implications. You get star shells. Figurehead of the Eater of Names. Sounds pretty intense. Astronomical cabinet. Can be sold here. Anatomical cabinet, I mean. Supplies, again, you have to have Tales of Terror to buy those. So I can't buy or sell anything here. I guess I could sell supplies and fuel, but of course I'm not going to do that. Something awaits you. My terror is 20. The gods of the Z. Okay. So let's explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of gray stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly, nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. A contest of riddles. Fisherfolk, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates, and is that a drowny down by the water's edge? They sit round a fire at the Z's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? I can walk away. I can bet an echo on one of the simpler riddles. Gives me a 31% chance of success because my pages is not super great. I could seek a real challenge for 10 echoes. 15% chance of success. Of course I wouldn't bet 10 echoes on that. I can attempt one of the riddles of Pearl. Almost impossible, 10% chance of success, 100. And one of the great riddles of Irem, 1,000 echoes, 7% chance. So I'd need some crazy high pages to really do these. I could bet 1 echo and try the... It's a 31% chance, which is not good, but I'm only going to lose 1 echo. One of the fishermen is bursting to try it. Go. A whale's eye? The fisherman chuckles and pounds the ground with a fist. "City folk!" he crows. "City folk! Pay up!" I've lost an echo. I've gained 5 fragments, though. And that's all for now. Do I want to try it again? I can't try it again. Okay. I will now gather intelligence. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions. Citizens of Wither enjoy questions. So much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. So there's another port report. Port report. I didn't even realize that rhymed before. I didn't even realize the word report already had port in it. It's a report. Port report. Anyway, yeah. Shore leave. Do I want to do it? I have a 75% chance of success, and it's going to cost me 50 echoes, which is a little bit ridiculous. Will it be worth it, though? Will it be worth it? Shore leave in Wither. The folk of Wither are quiet and sly and mystical. They subsist on cave fish and the dust-burrowing beasts of the waste. Their beer, however, is adequate. Let's do it. I succeeded. Wow, that was so not worth it, though. Keep a low profile. Your crew follow your example faithfully. One drinks a little too much pale, Witherin beer and has to be fished from the harbor, but they spend a relatively decorous night gambling for salt and bone and return refreshed. 50 echoes to lose 5 terror is all? That is no bueno right there. That is no bueno. Loading my save game, because that's how I roll. Alright, we're done here. Nothing else I can do with the shop or anything. Alright, I think I've gone as far this direction as I should go at this point. I need to head back to London. Need to head back to London. Wither makes me wish you could sink places. Yeah, just stand here and like bombard them with cannons. I'm gonna find out if I can go underneath this arch. I mean, if I can't, it's kind of stupid, but that doesn't mean it'll actually let me. Okay, it let me. Cool. I need to get back to London, though. For reals. Need to avoid that thing, because it'll kick my ass. Maybe I can sneak in, just sneak... Oh, no. Lifeberg. No thank you. No thank you. I do not wish to engage in battles with you, sir. Uh-oh. How fast is it is the real question. You're low on supplies. Once you run out, your crew will begin to starve. You can buy more in certain ports. Oh god, look how fast it is! Oh, that was maybe just like a charge move or something. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Okay. No, I don't... You just need to go about your business, sir, somewhere else, because... Dust, echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. Answering with questions should be highly illegal. I found Kant's Abyss. Hopefully I don't run out of supplies before I get back to... Ornament stag. There's a little creature. And a rural megalops. It's worth 20. It has 20 health. I could kill that. How do I turn my lights on? You're about to get wrecked, sir. Oh yeah! I took 2 damage, but that's okay. Claiming your prize, congratulations, you defeated your opponent. Move to the side of their demise to salvage something. The Megalops defeated. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded. As bluish blood gouts from its wounds, its golden glow begins to dim. So I can dissect it for knowledge. Or I can butcher it for supplies. I need supplies more at this point. Pale and salty meat. The crew will feast. That glowing fresh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades. So eat while it's fresh, and we lost 35 hunger. Okay, great. We lost our hunger. We ate this thing. Shit, yeah. Oops. Beware, your engines will occasionally explode when going into full power mode. Yeah, well, I don't want that. I don't want my engines to explode. Alright, I gotta head straight for London. Well, I'll stop at Hunter's Keep and see if I can do anything new here real quick. You fish out only Cthulhu's? Probably. Home waters. Sailors dawdle at the rail watching for the lights of London. So we're back to Hunter's Keep. No shops here. Oh, I can luncheon with the sisters again. Well, we've never luncheoned with Cynthia. So let's do that. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Lost 20 hunger. Gods of the Sea, Salt's attention. So now I've learned about another god of the sea. It's watching you, if it even exists. You're acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. Sojourning with the sisters. Iron remains unchanged. I have a Tale of Terror. Okay. I could buy something with that up in Wither, right? Recall it, then light a candle. Light another. Gained terror. Gained 1 supplies. Nice. Okay. I can't do anything else here. Yeah, they're not receiving any more visitors. Okay. We're going back to London. We have a bunch of port reports to turn in, and we're going to need to buy some more supplies and fuel at the cheap price. Then I'll head south next. Send my bat out just because. Mutton Island is some distance to the southeast. Click to market. Okay. Well, we'll head there after, You generally don't eat things that glow. It did look delicious. Oh, I'll eat stuff that glows. I would eat stuff that glows. I don't think I've ever had really the opportunity. Alright, we're back. We're back in London. What are we gonna do? Ooh, a little gift. A very fine evening to you, Captain. My, what you might call mentor, is very fond of adventurous Z captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of Z captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray, piled high with fuel and supplies. Ooh, this sounds good. So, I can accept it, I can inquire further, or I can refuse. Let's inquire further. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? An airy wave.
He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river, what is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar, a public house. And there's no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope only that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine he would refuse your offer.
This sounds really on the up and up right now. This sounds legit. I don't care. I don't care if it's criminals. I'm taking it. I need the stuff. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. I do. Courteous nod.
Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's Head. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you.
He salutes and is gone. Accepted the proposal. I now have 1 times Menace's Suspicion. Oh, you rapscallion. This will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. Oh, okay. 10 fuel and 5 supplies. That's amazing. That is so good. That is worth the suspicion. Alright, what can I do at my lodgings? I can read the papers again. This is the same news as last time. Lost a little bit of terror. Got some recent news. I can rest, reduce my terror, heal a wound, and give me a restful night. Costs 10 echoes. Yeah, I suppose I should rest. The rats keep you awake of nights with their muttering and skirmishing, but the bed is warm and the door has a lock. Lost 1 terror, lost 10 echoes. I only lost 1 terror? What? What? What is a restful night? You have known a sweet and dreamless sleep. This will strengthen you when you struggle against nightmares. Okay. Alright. Man, if the going rate is 10 echoes for every 1 terror you reduce, that's brutal. Back to the rest of the city. Or you could click the London card on the right. So I can go to the Admiralty Survey Office and turn in these port reports. I can now go to the university because I have a secret. I cannot carouse in the docks because I don't have a free evening. I can't hire on crew because I'm maxed on crew. What if I put my ship in dry dock? For repairs or sometimes other purposes. Repairs needed? I can visit the Admiralty fuel stores, but I need Admiralty's favor for Leadbeater and Stainrod shipyard. They'll repair my ship, but cost 75 echoes, and I'm only down 2 hull, so obviously that's not worth it. Completely repair your hull for 100 echo. Completely repair your hull for 3 Admiralty favor and 25 echo. Oh, so getting the Admiralty favor, well worth it, because you can get repaired for way cheaper. Good enough for now. Or employ Ratus favor engineers. Cost 3 supplies. The rats of fallen London are remarkably skilled engineers, and they know ships well. They are not, however, reliable. Payment is in kind, not currency. This will repair some of your hull. How much? Difficult to say. Okay, so that's like a gambling, random repair. Okay, but no, I don't need to repair. My ship's in acceptable shape, thank you. And I don't have a new recruit either. So let's go to the Admiralty Survey Office first. This says the same thing as last time. Ooh, look, I have 4 different ones. Hunter's Keep, Vendor Bite, Wither, and Codex. So Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of her enduring majesty, notionally. Submitted. I gained a fuel. Oh, they gave me fuel for the report. Nice. They gave me favors ×1. That's good. You've done service for the Admiralty and they won't forget it. And I gained 5 echoes. That's not a very good payment, but it's better than nothing. Vendor bite. What have the nearly dead been up to, then? 1 fuel. 10 echoes for that one. And now I have 2 favor. Wither. I refuse to ask any questions. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. Nice. Another fuel. 20 echoes. Wow. So I guess the further away the place is, the more it's worth. And now I have 3 Admiralty's favor. And Codex. Exiled for giving answers. That's Wither for you. Anything new? 20 echoes, 1 fuel. Favor is up to 4. New accomplishment. Surveyed Codex. A cave full of exiled. Okay, hold up. I can go see the Admiral now. Just want to check something really fast. So the Admiralty Yards thing, I qualify for this now. So if I needed to, I mean, I'm not going to repair right now. I'm only down 2 points. But if I need to, I can come here and repair fully for only 25 echoes now, which is awesome. Let's go back to the... Oh, let's see the Admiral. The dark, spectacled Admiral. You're ushered into his office off Mansion's pyre. A cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah, yes. The merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. Assistance with substance. Assistance with subsistence? Oh, nice rhyme there. I need some assistance with my subsistence. Yeah, that was pretty lame. Ask if the Admiralty can provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take you to the dry dock where 1 point of favor will get you 2 to 3 fuel. Oh, I see. Submit vital intelligence. What's that? Tell me quickly. Vital intelligence can be created from 2 pieces of strategic information or earned through spy networks or some other opportunities. Okay, I don't have that. Submit your port reports. Visit and investigate reports to gain port reports and trade them in here. I don't have any more port reports. No appointment, but apparently I'm to show you it anyway. Very well. Submit a revelatory chart. Let's find out if it's real. I don't have one of those. Speak of moves in the great game. I don't have one of those. Ask what he needs. Turn in your shipment of red honey. I don't have any red honey. The Admiral's room is dark and stuffy. You need Z air. Let's ask what the Admiral needs. Discover the Admiral's desires. Information. Visit a port and we'll be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest and we'll be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, so don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it? Okay. So he didn't really tell me anything new there. Okay. I guess there's nothing else. Oh, no, I lied. There is something else. I can go to the university now because I have a secret. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Quite impressed. Oh, yes. The university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh, yes. This is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. I gained 1 pages. Oh, I actually gained 1 to my pages skill. Nice. Twist in your tail. You're now favors antiquarian. You've combed the Z for stories and other treasures. I've lost my secret. Oh, bye. Here's the alarming scholar. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her, is it her? Appointment as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary. To keep his, is it his? Razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Hey, the alarming scholar does not subscribe to the gender binary, okay? Don't hate. Yeah, the alarming scholar cannot be pinned down to one of two small-minded gender ideas. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? If you have any knowledge items that the scholar will buy, they'll appear below. Oh, I do have Memory of Distant Shores. A piquant piece of picaresque pilgrimage. Nice. That alliteration, though. A Searing Enigma. I don't have one of those. A Dread Surmise. I don't have one of those. An Extraordinary Implication. Don't have one of those. Oh, I can ask about the box, though. And I can leave the university. Alright, let's do this with the Memory of Distant Shores. Wells of Emotion. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing, eyes. They overflow, splashing onto the desk blotter. Stop, she sobs, at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macaw of memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. I gained 10 echoes, nice, and I lost a Memory of Distant Shores, and my favors for Antiquarian is increasing. Alright. You have business to attend to, and besides, the scholar keeps snapping her teeth like a mechanical trap. Right. Let's go back to the alarming scholar. Let's ask about the Whisper-locked box. I got this box in Fallen London browser game. Cobweb light silver tumblers will align if the words are right. But what are the words? Perhaps the makers of the box will know. I have the box. Ooh, that was a fancy little sound. I have an idea where it's from, but it's a long way there, and I may be wrong. So perhaps I rather like the box. Perhaps you should simply sell it to me. 100 echoes. No, I'll politely refuse and ask her his advice. Irem, I'd say. The Ireme like locks. They like puzzles. They can make things that are, honestly, implausible. Their city is perched on Parabola's rim like a hummingbird on the finger of a god. Go to Irem. Perhaps they can open it for you. Perhaps they can tell you how. The scholar has suggested that you seek answers in Irem in the far northeast from London. Alright, well that's what I can do with the box. I got nothing else to do with I got nothing else to do with I got nothing else to do here unless I wanted to rest. 10 echoes and it's only going to reduce my terror by 1. That's hateful. That is hateful. We got no more new recruits. Okay, so I guess I'm done here other than any buying and selling I need to do. Accomplishments. Seen the place where the half-dead go. Seen the ice and salt. Odd place, best to keep an eye on it. A cave full of exiles. Okay. Do I have anything I can sell? I could sell my gun, but then my ship would have no gun, which would be foolish. Sell food and supplies. I could sell my engine, but then my ship couldn't move. I better buy some fuel and supplies here while they're cheap. See, that place that was buying Foxfire candles, I think was only buying them for 33. And I would have to pay 40 for them here, so I would lose money on that deal. Buy some supplies. Echoes. London's currency is the Echo. To earn money, explore the map, and bring back port reports and treasures. You can trade too, but exploration and stories are much more profitable. Really? Interesting. Buy some more supplies and some more fuel. So now I have a lot of fuel and a lot of supplies. And I still have, you know, some echoes left. So I guess I'm ready to leave London. So let's do another manual save. Try to remember that number 3 is the one that I actually... That's actually my most recent save. And that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Sunless Sea.